Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Y'all, that was a little aggressive. I am so excited to finally have a setup back here, have a ring light in front of me, and finally sit down and start recording beauty content. Y'all have heard me probably, if you follow me on Instagram, talk about this time and time again, and you've probably noticed over there that my passion for beauty and makeup just continues to grow, and so I rearranged the whole office last night to finally have a place where I can sit down. You can't see it right now, but there's makeup all in front of me. I've got a mirror, I've got everything I need to show you guys how I achieved this look. What I wanted to do is kick off my beauty videos by sharing my everyday makeup routine. So these are very well-loved products, which means they dirty, or it means I have hit pan on a ton of them. So you guys know that I try a ton of products, but I go back to these every single time. They are really that good. It is a mix of drugstore and high-end, but honestly, the majority of them are very affordable. So if you want to see how I achieved this look, then let's get right into it. All right, y'all, we are fresh-faced on the internet. Nothing scary about that at all. It's not like I wear makeup to get the mail or anything like that. There's a CVS close by and the lady's like, you always look like you're going somewhere. And it's like, ma'am, that's called being high maintenance. So speaking of, I'm being bougie as hell right now and putting my YSL lip balm on because it drives me absolutely bonkers to not have anything on my lips. So as you can see, there's little red patches all over me. I have psoriasis, so my skin is so dry. So I always start with a moisturizer, and recently I have been loving Pixi's Rose Flash Balm. You can pick this up at Target. I would suggest, like, before you brush your teeth or something, go ahead and put the moisturizer on so you can give it a chance to sink into the skin. I like to double prime because I do like to fill in my pores first, and then I like to go all over with a Luminous primer. So I had been using Tatcha's The Silk Canvas, and it's a little too drying on my skin. So I did pick up e.l.f.'s Poreless Putty Primer when it came back in stock, and I'll show you how I use that. My pores are biggest kind of right around here in my T-zone. I don't like to put it on my nose because it will make my makeup slip off that area. So I just take it with my finger and kind of press it into my pores just to fill those in. Y'all, your girl has got to get her nails done. Oh my gosh. I need an idea of what to do this time. I probably should have gone today. It's Saturday right now. Jeremy is always gone, well, almost always gone on Saturdays, so this is kind of my day to get everything done. So I am recording this, and then his race is a little bit later this afternoon, so probably going to invite his mom over and we're gonna watch it together. All right, next up, I've already purchased a backup of this because I love it so much when Ulta was running a sale, but it's Too Faced Do You Luminous Face Primer, and I'm using the shade Radiant Nude. There's 3 different shades. And I will just take some of that. This has no glitter in it or anything. It's just kind of a shimmery finish to it that won't make your face look oily or something. It just goes so nicely under foundation. All right, now for my favorite part. You guys, y'all have heard me rave about this. It is so good. I don't know if you can tell back here. I have quite a few high-end foundations, and I just keep going back to L'Oreal's Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation. This is so good if you like a satin finish. The best part about it is it lasts so long. Like, you could go to sleep in your makeup and wake up the next day. I don't have great skin, and people stop me and ask what I'm wearing all the time. So I take 2 pumps in my hand and then just put it all over my face, and then I'm gonna go in with a damp beauty blender and pat that into the skin. All right, now it's time for concealer, and of course, I'm gonna go in with Tarte's Shape Tape. How cute is this one with the little flamingo? I use the shade Light, and I will double conceal also. I swear this is the last time that I say this, though sometimes I mix foundations depending on the finish that I want. I also mix in NYX's Can't Stop, Won't Stop in the shade Light Ivory, and the reason I do that is because I love Tarte Shape Tape for canceling out any darkness I have under my eyes, but it is a little drying on my skin in particular, and the NYX one is a little more hydrating, so I will mix the two together to give me the finish that I'm looking for. And I don't put a ton on my forehead because that is kind of like a dry area, and just a hair down my nose. And I will take the NYX and I will lay it just a little bit over the top. And then I take my same Real Technique sponge. If you let your concealer sit for a little bit before you go in and pat it into the skin, it actually applies more opaque. Love doing this and just seeing all my sleepiness disappear. And I do take it on to my eyelid, and I will powder that later, and I'll just use that as my eyeshadow base. Our under eyes are covered, so what I'm gonna do is take some of Too Faced's Primed and Poreless Skin Smoothing Pressed Powder, and I'm gonna use that same sponge and set my under eyes. And the reason I do not bake, like I said, is my skin is so dry, so when I bake, it really accentuates lines under my eyes. And if I use the damp beauty blender, I just feel like it gives much more of a skin finish. So I'm just setting where I went in with that concealer, and I'm going to take Too Faced Peach Blur. This is another one that I found at TJ Maxx, and I'm going to set my entire face with it. All right, y'all, foundation and concealer done. I'm starting to feel like myself, but the ultimate thing, you can hear my dog downstairs. She sees the delivery people. She hates delivery people. Oh my gosh, now that I did this setup back here, she can't jump on this window and like scream at delivery people. She literally almost bit one the other day. I felt so bad. She's the nicest dog. But what I was saying was brows just like make me feel like a human. I could literally throw some brows on, throw some mascara on, and head out the door. What I am using, and oh my gosh, you guys, I tried so many brow pencils and I'm obsessed with this. I just wish they made it in more shades. It literally comes in one shade. It's like that universal taupe color, but it's like I have blonde hair, and universal taupe isn't gonna work for someone with black hair too. But it is Winky Luxe Uni-Brow Universal Brow Pencil. It looks like this. You can get it at Ulta.com. You can't get it in stores, but it's one of these with the kind of like thicker tip. I am gonna have to get close up with this, so don't mind. I kicked Molly under there. Come here, Mom. Show yourself. She's just sitting under. Hey guys. She's just sitting under my desk with me. You're such a good girl. All right, now that my brows are done, I am going to go into some bronzer. But first, Wet n Wild sent over their whole Pac-Man collection. How beautiful, and it works so well. It's such a soft brush. Is their bronzer brush or powder brush from the collection. If you guys can find this, I think it's under $10. It is great and beautiful, and I highly recommend it. The bronzer I am going to go into is MAC's Canyon Dreamin'. And this was part of their Electric Wonder collection. How stunning is the packaging on it. And I don't know about you guys, but I always bronze before contouring, just to warm up the skin. I more so stipple my powder products into my face. I feel like my foundation is really locked in, but depending on the kind of foundation you use, you can move the product around if you really like drag your powder products across your cheeks. Go down my neck with it so my body matches my face. And on to the forehead. Let's grab the Cheek Leaders palette. You guys, they are coming out with, this palette was worth it to begin with, just getting the shade Cookie as a highlight, but they are coming out with Cookie individually, so when that launches, I'm not sure if it has already, I would pick that up. It's really good. This palette is a little pricey, but it is great because Hula Caramel is a great bronzer color. Hula Original is a great contour color. The blushes are so-so. I like a little bit of a brighter blush, but that Cookie, let's see if I can you guys see that? It is a stunning highlight. I use the Morphe M536 to do my contour. This is a recent purchase, and it's great for really getting under that cheekbone. Let's get the hair out of there. Probably should have clipped back both sides of my hair. When I get up here, I do a little bit of a stippling. I don't want it to obviously be as dark right there. I go underneath my jaw, really carve that out. This is another one where I'm like, I have to do the kissy face. And then I take it up around my hairline to just give the illusion of a skinnier face. That is an illusion we need right now. So just before our wedding, I did, I don't know if you guys have heard of Ideal Protein. It is like keto on steroids. And oh my goodness, I lost 20 pounds. It's unrealistic to maintain for a while. Now that I've been married for a little over 2 years, it's like you're happy. Like everyone I know who is recently married is gaining weight. You're happy and it just happens. I worry about the people who are losing weight when they're married because it's like, it can't be going well if you're losing weight. But it's like I learned so much, so many really healthy recipes, and I just need to get back on that kick. Like poor Jeremy needs to carb it up before he like goes to the racetrack. So I feel like if I'm creating these like low carb dishes, I'm starving him. But I think after recording this, I am gonna go to the grocery store with a full beat on and try to get some meals to make this week because I mean, I'm not summer body ready, but at least I can be, I'm like, I am winter body ready already, but I need to go ahead and get back on track. Sorry, I didn't even mention, I am using the Flower Beauty Flower Pots Powder Blush in Peach Primrose. This is another one. Blush is just something I don't think you need to buy high end. There are so many good drugstore, hey Molly, there's so many good drugstore blushes. These Flower Beauty ones, and there's Milani ones that look very similar to this. Those are so good too. They are completely matte, which I really like in a blush. And I love this peach color for summer. This is another one that I've been using as my mirror that I would suggest too, the LA Girl Blushed Babe palette. How stunning are those colors if you like a little bit of a brighter shade or kind of like a Barbie pink shade. I think this is like, it's fun. I am going to carve out my contour. I just use this Real Technique sponge. You can use any sponge. Just, I keep it dry too. I like that this one has a point too. This is another one I think you can find at TJ Maxx. Look at me. This is not sponsored by TJ Maxx, but oh my God, TJ Maxx, sponsor me. I love you. I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in 05 Fair. Do not leave this on for a while. It will change the color of your face if you do. It's tough to get off. So I kind of see where the contour is and apply just a little bit right under that contour, and I'm just gonna let it sit while I do my highlight, because if I let it sit any longer than that, my face will be white. All right, just a little bit, just enough that I look like Santa Claus. All right, this is completely unnecessary, and I'm going to show you guys a really great highlight that is at the drugstore, because I do swear by this. So for drugstore, I would 100% recommend the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Loose Highlighting Powder in the color I Am So Lit. This is so good. I mean, you get so much product too, and this has got to be like $5. I just take a little bit. Like, look at that. It is the perfect shade. I am not going to use that today. Actually, I'll use it down. I'm going to use Cookie down my nose because I like something kind of white for my nose highlight. But I recently stumbled across Becca's Shimmering Skin Perfector in the shade Ocean Glow. First of all, let's try not to blind you. How stunning is that packaging? And I just was looking for like a pink highlight. You guys, I'll show you on the cheek. It is so beautiful, but I am gonna go down my nose with Cookie and kind of like the tip of my nose with Cookie. So just take my Morphe highlighter brush. Oh my gosh, you guys. This is just like one of the best parts of doing your makeup, like putting your highlight on. Same with just spraying your face when you're all done. Oh my goodness. How stunning is that? I can't even imagine if you were to like, I haven't tried this, spray it with a little bit of Max Fix Plus. Whew. Oh my goodness, you'll be able to be seen from space. I mean, y'all, I just want to bathe in this. Put a little bit on my Cupid's bow. Hell, let's just put it all over, a little bit above the arches of my eyebrows. I love this so much, you guys, oh my gosh. And for my nose highlight, I am gonna go into Cookie. And a little goes a long way with this, so just like be careful. You're going to like buff it out. Whew. I mean, and then I always take a little bit and put it right on the tip of my nose. I love a good nose highlight. All right, now I'm going to dust away that bake. And I'll kind of take it into places I think might need a little bit more powder on my face while I'm doing it. Y'all know I love Pixi's Milky Mist, but I just tried Pixi's Glow Mist, and I love this too. This is definitely a setting spray for people who have drier skin, because it's like Tatcha's Dewy Skin Mist. It's like the drugstore version of that. It's a good dupe. Just let that dry, and then I'm going to, I think I'm going to go in and do my lips first while this is all setting. So let's see. I just picked up Flower Beauty's Petal Pout Lip Liner in Toffee, and I love just filling in my lips with this, and you can just head out the door with it. And I swear it's so hard to get my Cupid's bow perfect. When I was 6 years old, I'm pretty sure, I did a backflip into a pool. This is graphic. I did a backflip into a pool, and I missed the pool, and my face, like I landed like this onto the pool, somehow missing my teeth by like the grace of God. But so like right under my nose, I had to have like a plastic surgeon come in and like fix up my nose. I've broken my nose so many times, you guys. This side of my lip, it just kind of like goes up a little bit, so I have to fill a little bit more in the top of this one to balance them out. All right, now that I have my liner down, I'm going to go in with another part of the Electric Wonder Collection by MAC. Y'all, it's beautiful. This is the lipstick in the shade Feelin Sedimental, and it is just a beautiful true nude. I'm just gonna put a little bit of that in the middle of my lips, and then I'm gonna go in with a lip gloss from the same collection. This is in the shade Coral of the Wild, and just top that. I wonder if these shades are still available. I kind of want to get backups. I love both of these so much. All right, I have zoomed y'all on in to get to eyeshadow, and I'm going to use the Morphe 35G Bronze Goals palette. I honestly use this on a daily basis. The thing about it is the mattes are amazing, but the shimmers are a little bit lackluster. I think they were pressed too hard. So I'll show you what I'm gonna do when I get to that point. I'm not gonna use the shimmers in this. What I'm going to do is, I love, these don't have names, so I'm going to take this shade right here as my transition color. I'm just gonna go in with a fluffy brush and lay that down into my crease. And then just do little circular motions and windshield wiper motions to really buff that out. All right, then I'm going to deepen up the crease with this shade and that same brush. It is just slightly deeper than the transition shade. So I'm gonna go a little bit further down, but still kind of in the outer V and through the crease. And just buff those two together. All right, I'm going to take the same kind of fluffy brush, but a little bit smaller, and dip in to this reddish brown color. And I'm going to focus this more on the outer V, and I'm not gonna bring it in as far as those other two colors. Just buff those right in the corner to add some dimension to this look. And while I have this brush, I'm going to take a mixture of those three colors and I'm going to buff it under my lower lash line. All right, now that my powder shadow is laid, I am going to take Colourpop's Supernova Liquid Metallic Shadow. This is in the shade Bellini. And I am going to make sure to take off a ton of the excess. I don't want a lot of this. And I'm going to go not the whole lid with it, and make sure to not go above your crease with this. And I'm just going to try to blend it into the deeper colors in your outer V. Y'all, I need a mirror to get more up close with this. These are like the Stila Glitter and Glow, only without the glitter, which I think makes them a lot more wearable. All right, now to blend them a little bit better, I am gonna dip back into one of those darker shades. Let's see. And just kind of lay it, stamp it right on top, and then pull it in to the crease. For my inner corner shade, I have tried a ton, but honestly, what is the color called? Beam in the Jaclyn Hill palette, the second shimmer. It is so good, just watch this. I really pack that in there. Oh my goodness, you guys. And then I'll take the excess and use it as my brow bone highlight. Molly's boofing at something under the desk. Oh, what's wrong, Molly? This is another one of those steps in my makeup routine that I just love. I don't know about you guys, but like, I really enjoy doing makeup. I know some people it's like a burden and they're trying to like rush out the door. It's like that time of day for me where I can just like zone out and not have to think about anything, and it's like such a stress reliever for me. All right, y'all, I have my Essence eyeliner pen in waterproof. I swear by this, it's like $2, but I am gonna go off camera and I'm going to do liner and lashes, and I'll be right back. Whew, y'all, lashes and liner are just one of those things that take the utmost concentration. I don't know how I could ever do them on camera. Holy moly. I mean, let me know if you want to see. I always do a winged liner whether I have lashes on or not. So let me know in the comments if you're interested in seeing how I achieve my wing liner. I did go in with Ardell's Faux Mink 817. And I don't know if my lash glue, which first of all, why does lash glue always smell like absolute garbage? I don't know if my lash glue is old or if these are just finicky lashes. They were just really hard to stick down right in the inner corner, and I know they're gonna be those ones that when you blink, you can just really feel them. So I'm not sure. I'm gonna wear them all day, and I can let you guys know in the description whether I suggest them or not. I mean, they look beautiful, but what I have been loving is Essence's Extreme Lasting Eye Pencil in Silky Nude, and I do suggest a nude over a white. I just think it looks a little bit more natural and not so obvious that you're wearing like a stark eyeliner in your waterline. And I just pop that in there. And y'all, we are at the last step now. I'm going to take a skinny wanded mascara. I have been using L'Oreal's Telescopic Carbon Black for years, no matter what I'm using. I mean, this is the perfect lower lash mascara. It's perfect when your eyelashes look clumpy to just kind of like run this through and really get some like nice separation to them. This is another one that it's like, there's so many steps. I mean, obviously it's my first time doing that. There's so many steps that I'm like, whoa, I cannot talk when I'm doing this. Granted, a great trick is if you do get little spots like on your eyelid or underneath your eye, if you just take a spoolie, let it dry, and then go back and spoolie those spots off. All right, y'all, I said that was the last step, but I am going to lock everything down with Urban Decay's All Nighter, the OG. All right, y'all, that is it. This is my everyday makeup, give or take. Sometimes lashes, sometimes not. Sometimes a less smoky of an eye, sometimes a less shimmery of an eye. But besides that, these are the products that I use every single day and swear by. And that's why they all look rough as hell, used as hell, hit and pan on about all of these. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this tutorial, and I hope you guys found it helpful. I am definitely going to be doing more tutorials, more product reviews, so much now that I have this whole setup. I'm so excited to be sharing my passion for makeup with you guys. So if you want to go ahead and hit that subscribe button, there's going to be a ton more content headed y'all's way, and I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching.